Hi everyone, my name is Pulkit Agrawal. I'm one of the co-founders of Chameleon, and in this video we're going to talk about what user onboarding is not. In the last video we covered a definition of user onboarding, and to help explain that I'm going to talk about three main things. So the first is that user onboarding isn't just about good design. It's a common misconception, but design is one of the components that make user onboarding great, but it isn't the only thing. BJ Fogg, who is a persuasive technology professor at Stanford, has a model which explains why people take actions. One of those things is their ability to take actions, and that's what design is about, making it easy for someone to do something. But it's also about motivation, and it's also about triggers. So you need good design, but you also need to motivate users through explaining the value proposition, and also you need triggers to prompt those actions. The second thing is it's not just a single channel. Sometimes you might think of onboarding and it might be your in-app messages, or it could be your email sequence, or it could be some modals, but it's not just one of those things. It's a kind of a frame through a journey through a user is taking, and it's going to include a bunch of different channels. And you have to think about how these channels fit well together. So it's not just a single channel. And thirdly, it's not just a project. A lot of teams will think that they have to really revolutionize their onboarding. They come together and spend 3 months with a cross-functional team making the perfect design and then implementing it, and then that's the end of it for for the whole year. So it doesn't work as well that way. It's a continual process. It's not just something that you can set and forget. As your product evolves, you should be iterating with onboarding too. So those are three things that user onboarding isn't. Let's recap. It's not just good design. It's not just a single channel, and it's not just a project. So what is user onboarding? Well, we went into more detail in our previous video, but just to recap, our definition is user onboarding is a system of actively guiding users to new value in your product. It's a system, has lots of multi-connected parts, has different channels, has a cadence, etc. It's about guiding users to new value. So it means that you are actually trying to proactively guide users, and it's to new value. It's not just the first time they try your product. It's whenever they might find new value in your product. It could be at the beginning, it can also be towards the end. It could be when you release a new feature. It could be when they upgrade a plan. It could be when a new person joins their team. There can be many points of value. So one takeaway for this, to help you actually convert your user onboarding into something that drives more value for your users, is to start to iterate on it. Don't just think of it as a set and forget thing. Some examples of how you could iterate could include changing an empty state. When a user comes into something, there's nothing there available because they haven't inputted their data. What can you do differently to that? Or you might test some copy. You could test a copy in a product tour that you've launched. Or you might want to start a product tour for the next feature you launch. Or maybe you want to do it across channels, so maybe supplement your emails that you send with maybe a webinar. So think about ways that you can broaden the scope of onboarding to help your users find value, find that aha moment, and therefore get more connected with your product, find the value, and stay engaged for a long time. Great, well, thanks for listening. If you liked the video, if you found it helpful, please leave a comment below, like it, and there'll be more videos and content on our blog. Head over to www.trychameleon.com/blog. Okay, more next time.